Hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate you. For the first time, we're hearing never before released part of a conversation between Daniel Martell and a reporter that I'm going to show you today. The stepfather of the missing Lilly and Jack Sullivan, his mother, Jayne McKenzie, who has recently done a video again, changing her stories. We're going to get more on that as well. I thought about something and I want to bring it to you guys. This is just insane, guys. In the new video, we're diving in of the newest audio revelations that, to the best of my knowledge, has never been made public until now. Jayne McKenzie's real-time reaction to the children, Jack and Lilly Sullivan, vanishing. Daniel's non-ending shifting story, lying about his lies. Now, you'll see what I mean. What he told his mother versus he told the public versus he told the reporters versus he told people in chat rooms versus what he told people on Facebook. Contradictions, so many, it's ridiculous at this point. And we're learning a lot more tonight. This isn't speculation, a lot of this. This is words from Daniel Martell, from Jayne McKenzie, the mother and the stepfather and the step-grandmother to Jack and Lilly Sullivan. We're going to be talking about all of this on the other side of this.
So I close my eyes and lose myself now. Do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this.
How you doing, girl? You know how you doing. Thank you so much, Malaya.
He's exhausting. He's a control freak, narcissist, idiot. I don't know, baby kisses. My patience ran out today. It really has, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeling your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Ask me how we got here, cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on
I appreciate you very much.
Yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too.
Belinda's the only
and
one.
If you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind. And there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow.
Love my bra. Thank you so much.
Let's take it slow.
I just bought it.
Here's where we gotta be.
Thank you,
You know you'll have a good time wherever
Thank you, Marlene.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeling your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. All the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind. And I won't let you go. I need you by my side.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is July 18th, 2025. It is currently 8:50 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Hello, everyone. We have, oh my God, do we got a lot to talk about? Oh my God. Oh, do we got a lot to talk about? Okay. Oh my God. Daniel, you just are exhausting. No wonder Malaya left. And I'll be honest with you. I'm really like Malaya. It's a tough one, man. It's really a tough one because she should be doing something for her kids. She should be doing something for her kids. But then I was speaking to someone earlier and they said, Justin, what if Malaya is afraid? And I was like, could be, might be. You never know. I don't know. I think she would have told the RCMP. Right. Malaya's been abused her whole life. Yeah. Perhaps. I need to thank some of you guys. You guys are so good to me. Thank you so much. Before we get started. Also, I need to thank, let me know if this mic sounds okay. I need to thank our dear Angel. She got this mic for me, and I really do appreciate it. My mic was on its last leg. I had it for 3 years, and it was done. So thank you so very much, Angel and Carol. Thank you so much. I got yours as well. Thank you so very much for the stand. I really, really do appreciate you, my loves. Kelly, thank you so much for 4 months. Appreciate you, my dear. Love you too, darling. Good to see you. And thank you so much for the super chat there. And thank you so much for the compliment. I really do appreciate you, my love. Good to see you. And Candace, hello. I'm not sure if you heard me when I started. When you did that, you said, love you, brah. And I was like, you love my bra? I just got it. How did you know? I'm having a few drinks while watching. Well, good for you, girl. Sit back and enjoy the show. How you doing? Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Marlene, good to see you, my dear. Welcome. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you. Y'all welcome our Pearl Marlene LeBlanc. If that's your last name, I love the last name. One of my favorite men's cologne is called LeBlanc. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you very much. And Widow Bailey, how you doing, girl? How you doing? Thank you so much, honey. I really do appreciate you. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, make sure you thank our beautiful Widow Bailey. It's good to see you, my dear. Hope you're staying safe on the road and all of that. Taking good care of yourself, my love. Candace, thank you so much again, honey. Appreciate you. It was such pop to say, hey, beautiful I got you. A few drinky drinks while watching. I see I'm not drink. You ain't drink. Thank you so much, Candace. Appreciate you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Oh, Shannon, thank you, love. Appreciate you. You are totally good to me. Totally good to me. Thank you so much, Shannon. I really do appreciate you, my dear. Much love to you, my friend. Thank you for all that you do for this community. Means a lot, truly. Oh, thank you, Gemini. You guys are so sweet. God. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Gemini, you are an OG, honey. An OG. Thank you so much, Gemini. It's so good to see you, my friend. Hope you are well. Really do appreciate you. And if you received one of those from our beautiful Gemini, please give a big thank you to Gemini and Shannon as well there. And Lauren, GoFundMe for Janie's bra. They said she had a bra. They said she had a bra. So I'm just saying, it was just a service I was just going to offer. Maybe a suggestion. Just saying. Just a suggestion. I don't know. Okay. I do know where the term or the song came from now. Does your bra hang low? Does it wobble to and fro? Yeah. Oh my God. Thank you, Widow. Oh, hey, Maria. Good to see you, babes. How you doing? Love you so much. I really do appreciate you, Miss Maria. Oh, oh yeah. Over the shoulder boulder holders. Thank you so much, Miss Maria. Really do appreciate you very much. Thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you. All right, guys. So we're going to get to the things that Belinda said. We're going to get to all of that. Durwood did. The one thing that he didn't lie about is that the CBC gave that Mother Fletcher a interview. They gave him an interview. What? Who is this man? Because he says he's the uncle? I would say he's the monkey's uncle, but I wouldn't insult a monkey like that. So there's that. Hey, Strawberry Kisses. Good to see you, love. Thank you so much for gifting a pearl necklace. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Hope you're well. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a member as well, hun. Good to see you. They did. They did. It is not out yet that I'm aware of. But I did see a little clip of it a minute ago. He's nothing but a shit starter. And the thing that Belinda said is that Janie changed her mind whenever she started talking to Durwood. Made everything make sense. I'll tell you all about it and all that. But first, guys, we're getting ready to play this little podcast. I had not heard it, and I'm sure most of you haven't either. And Daniel, you're a liar. You are lying on your lies now. You are absolutely lying on your lies. It's pathetic, Daniel. It's pathetic. Oh, hold on. Let me show you this. 1 second. Y'all got to see this. Y'all have got to see this. So this was going to be my thumbnail a minute ago, but I didn't change it. So I was going to say Daniel and Janie are one and the same. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So if we get Daniel, this is what AI said. If we got Daniel and Janie and we combine them together, this is what they would look like. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you, Tilly. We love you too, darling. Appreciate you being here. Y'all, please hit that thumbs up. Please hit that thumbs up. Either way, I owe you a chicken party tonight. I forgot last night. So I owe you a chicken party, but let's still get as many thumbs up as we can get, if you don't mind. All right. So you might need to go use the bathroom before I play this. And you might need to pick like your mouth off the floor when you see what Daniel is going to lie about. It's crazy. It's crazy. Without further ado, let's get started. Oh, they do think that. So credit goes to the CBC Listen, cbc.ca. The Current with Matt Galloway, credit goes to them, CBC and Matt Galloway. Link is provided in the description if you want to see this without my commentary.
Search team is going to the airlock.
So they're going to play never heard parts of this interview that Daniel. And by the way, Daniel, you should be absolutely ashamed with what you said to Belinda just a little bit ago. You should be absolutely ashamed, sir. New tonight, Janie's interview had Durwood on it. Was that all it was, Vicky? Okay. Here we go. Oh, well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you here in a minute. I'll tell you what he said in a little bit. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. You should be ashamed. Because let me tell you something. The kids weren't missing then. Then were they, Daniel? I might lose my cool tonight. I'm really trying not to, guys.
Locations while we try and locate a GSAR commander.
It has been 2.5 months since that search began for 2 young children who disappeared in rural Nova Scotia, and there is still no trace of them. 6-year-old Lilly and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan were reported missing from their home by their mother and stepfather. A massive search ensued.
A lot of area to cover. We're out in the sticks here. You're very familiar. Copy.
Crews scoured
Thank you,
dense
Lisa.
woods for 10 days. They found what they believed to be a child's boot print and a piece of a blanket, but nothing else. At least, not that the police will say publicly. It's a mystery that is gripping the country and beyond.
I know that everybody basically in the world at this point is always wanting to know like what happened.
Now, for the first time, we're hearing from the children's step-grandmother, who lives on the property where the children went missing and who was there that day.
My bedroom is right there. I heard the kids. After that, I heard nothing. The next thing I know, or the next thing I heard, is I heard Daniel yelling.
Her son, Daniel, the children's stepfather, is the subject of murderous accusations.
Well, a lot of speculation is you killed the kids. We'll just come out and say it straight as it is.
His mother is showing us around their property to dispel rumors as conspiracy theories run wild online, with TikTok and YouTube videos garnering millions of views.
These are everybody's grandchildren. They're not just mine now. It does seem like the whole world cares.
Kayla Hansel is the CBC's national reporter from the Maritime Provinces.
Listen to this.
She's done a series of in-depth interviews on the case.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Megan.
Kayla, first of all, what can you tell us about where this happened? Set the scene for us.
So the children were reported missing from a mobile home in Lansdowne Station where they were living with their mother and stepfather. There's an RV parked next to it, and that's where the children's step-grandmother lives. There are some toys in the yard, a tipped-over red wagon in the front, a handmade wooden swing set in the back. And this is an extremely rural part of the province in Pictou County, around 140 kilometers northeast of Halifax. And I can tell you, I've been a reporter in Nova Scotia for 16 years now, so you can imagine I've been to a lot of small communities, and I don't think I've seen anything quite this rural. There are no close neighbors, there are not many neighbors at all, and the home is surrounded by very dense woods.
Now, for people who have not been following this closely, can you remind us how this all started? It was on May 2nd, right?
That's right. It's the morning of Friday, May 2nd, so exactly 11 weeks ago today. And most of the information that we have about those first hours comes from the children's stepfather, Daniel Martell. I spoke with him in a recorded interview for nearly an hour, and he says he and the children's mother, Malaya Brooks-Murray, were in bed with their other child, a baby, and they were sort of dozing in and out of sleep. And Lilly and Jack were playing in the kitchen, but Lilly came into the bedroom multiple times and woke him up. And here's what he says happened next.
And then about 20 minutes passed, and then when I woke up, Malaya was right beside me. She was still asleep. And I said, I don't hear Lilly and Jack. So I jumped straight up out of bed. Silence is never a good thing when you have kids, because you know they're getting into something. And then we noticed the boots were gone. We went outside, made our way into the backyard. We didn't see them anywhere. And Malaya said, should I call 911? And I said, well, just wait 1 second. I ran up in the woods to the kids. They have cabins up in the woods. It's about, I don't know, 100 feet up in the woods. Ran up there, ran right back down, which only took me like 30 seconds. And I was screaming for Lilly and Jack, you know, all the way out when I was running up to the cabins. And my mother heard me, so she came out and said, you know, what's going on? And I said, you know, Lilly and Jack are missing.
And so the RCMP...
Did you get that? Did you get that? Daniel Martell said, Malaya said, should I call? Malaya said it was just instinct. And Daniel says, wait a minute, just wait 1 second. Just wait 1 second. Now, Daniel, I would like to show you something that you flat ass lied on Malaya. You flat ass out lied your sack of shit ass out on right now. You are disgusting. You can't even keep your lies straight, let alone the truth. Everything he projects, he is the biggest projecting piece of crap I have ever seen. Now, let me find it here. You should be absolutely ashamed, Daniel, because I'm going to put that to bed right now. All right. Because Malaya said it was, how did she say it? She said it was just instinct to call. So you're both technically lying, but you're lying about the lies. All right. 2 seconds, y'all. I got to pull it up. I'm going to show you a message here, Daniel. Because you just can't keep it. Why don't you just be quiet then if you're just... I don't know. Isn't that when you say Jayne walks outside and Malaya's looking like she didn't want her home? Hold on, damn, where is it at? Hold on. I'm going to keep playing this so I don't hold it up. Just give me 1 second.
He says it was around 10 a.m. when they received the 911 call. They won't say exactly what time.
Now, we just heard Martell mentioning his mother. What have we learned from
Why won't you say the time, Daniel? Why wouldn't you say the time, honey? What's wrong, boo-boo? You can't tell the time? Is that what it is, Daniel? Okay, hold on. Damn, where is it? Okay, I want to continue playing it.
from her?
Well, as you mentioned earlier, she was there the day Lilly and Jack went missing. She's never spoken publicly until this interview with my colleague. Her name is Jayne McKenzie, and she had basically given Martell and his young family the mobile home and was living in the RV parked next to the house. She says she very much thought of Lilly and Jack as her grandchildren, says they called her Granny, and have been part of her family for 2 years. She describes them as two very different children.
Jack's the one that if he didn't want to do something, he didn't do it. And he was a curious boy. He stayed out here, and that's all he did was look for bugs and worms. And Lilly, she was always running around, screaming and hollering. And I observed those kids for 2 years. They were part of my life for 2 years.
What does Janie say about what happened that day?
Well, she says that morning her brother called her at 8:48 local time. She has the
Listen.
timestamp on her phone. She says she spoke with him and then went back to bed. But then she heard her dog barking and she heard Lilly and Jack. She didn't see them, but says she heard them. And she says it was around 10 minutes after that call with her brother, so around 9 a.m. now, that she heard her son yelling for Lilly and Jack. Now, she didn't go outside immediately, but when she did a short time later, she saw Malaya, the children's mother, standing there with the baby, and it was her who told Janie that Lilly and Jack were missing and had been for about 20 minutes. And she says, ever since then, baseless stories have been swirling about her family.
All the rumors and accusations about us murdering the kids and burying them on the property, this place has been searched thoroughly. Thoroughly. The well has been checked. The septic tank has been sucked out.
Yeah, good.
All the barns were searched. My RV was searched 3 times. The trailer was searched. This whole place was searched. If they want to come back and search again, they're more than welcome.
So it sounds like a significant search of the property. What else can you tell us about that?
Well, yes, it has certainly been significant. The initial search was 6 days.
The 6-year-old is the girl, I believe, and she's wearing pink. The 4-year-old is wearing some blue dinosaur boots. So, yeah, I think that's all we kind of have right now.
Then on May 7th, the police announced that they're scaling back the search, taking into account the probability of survival. But search crews returned for 2 more weekends after that, up until the end of May. They searched wells, mine shafts, septic systems, as we heard, and they even flew a drone beneath the home. No sign of Lilly and Jack. Police say they did find a...
I'm trying to find where, and I've got it somewhere. I should have had it pulled up. I apologize. Daniel says he had to tell Malaya to call the police. He had to tell Malaya to call the police. What? Here he's telling her, no, I told her, just wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Let me run up to where this little fort thingies are. And I'll be back 30 seconds. But Daniel says also in this interview that by the time he got back to the house after that 30 seconds, that Malaya was already on the phone with 911. Already on the phone with 911. Now, Janie messed up completely something today. I was thinking, and we're going to cover that in a moment. And she messed up a lot of things, actually. And then Daniel and Jayne's account are two different. They are totally different. And Belinda just said that she received some photos just in the last couple days that it's so hard to say. The kids had bruises on them. I think it was Jack. And what have I always told you? I think they considered Jack the problem, the hard one. We're going to get to all that. We're going to play it. Just hold still.
A boot print that they believe to be child-sized. And there's something else. Have a listen to this.
Families brought us to a location there, not far away, that there's a piece of a blanket, which the mother says she believes it belongs to her daughter. It's just off the road here.
Well, let's just say this. Because, how can I say this? I had heard that before, and I was kind of trying to work down a lead on that. And what I can say after Belinda confirmed actually seeing the photos is that there is a reason why, in my opinion, the teachers and the school called CPS on them. There's a reason. Justin, there's an hour of time they have to make up, I think. What do you mean? What do you mean, Alicia, honey? An hour time they have to make up. Oh, with the timeline? Well, I think there's 2 hours. In my opinion. I think there's 2 hours, close to 2 hours. Because they said in the very beginning, oh, do I think the blanket was planted? 1,000% in my opinion. And so was the boot print. And not only that, I do know where this one is, I'm pretty sure. Why is Daniel, you have... Oh, man, dude. What the hell is wrong with you? All right. Look at Daniel, what he says here. Daniel, you are the most suspicious one at this time, in my opinion, because you don't stop talking. Daniel says Malaya's time of 10 a.m. is false. We can leave it at that. What? Why would... What does that mean? Well, we know that the 10 a.m., around 10 a.m., the phone call is not false. Right? It's not false. That's what time? It's like 9:45, something like that. That they called. So it's not false. But what time did the kids go missing? What time did the kids go missing, Daniel? What time did the incident occur? Daniel? It was the height of an ATV on the tree. Yes, it was, Enoch. Yeah. I said eye level yesterday, but I didn't want to say that. But yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. But he says here, Malaya's time of 10 a.m. is false. We can leave it at that. I know. We're not going to let you know, though. So Durwood knew about the alleged abuse and backed off the fuck. Yes. Yep. He is Daniel 2.0, in my opinion. We got so much to talk about, guys. So much. Daniel, talk.
And just this week, police told us they are now conducting a forensic examination of that blanket.
I'm going to find something.
And what kind of conditions were the searchers dealing with as they're trying to, locate traces of the children?
It's a good question, Megan, because you may remember 3 years ago, there was a really damaging storm that crashed through the Atlantic provinces, post-tropical storm Fiona. And this area where Lilly and Jack lived was among the hardest hit areas of Nova Scotia. So there is still a lot of debris, downed trees, massive trees, and just overall very thick brush throughout this search area.
So they're literally pushing through all of this stuff just to get in.
So I asked the search manager, Amy Hansen, to take me into the woods so I could really get a sense of it.
This is actually fairly mild compared to some of the areas.
Mild? It looks like such a mess.
It does look like a mess, and you got the thorn bushes and the deadfalls, but there's places that are actually a lot worse.
In total, crews searched through all of that for 10 days and 12,000 hours. 12,000. Hansen says that's basically unheard of in this province. She's been involved with search and rescue for 22 years and says it's the biggest search she's ever been involved in.
A lot of the commentary online about this case is that kids don't just disappear, that if the children were in the woods, they would have been found. What does Amy Hansen think?
Yes, I have heard that so often. So I did ask her what she thinks, especially given her experience. And she says she does believe they're in the woods.
From everything I've seen, yes. I have not been told anything to lead me to any other conclusion at this point.
Why can't you find them?
They're small. They'd be hiding. They would have crawled underneath something probably when they got tired. They could have gone further than what we searched. There's all kinds of scenarios, unfortunately.
Okay, so the search manager thinks they're in the woods, which at this advanced point would be a terrible outcome. But I gather not everybody agrees.
Certainly not. In fact, many people we've spoken with have a different theory about what happened to these children. In some cases, that's based on information they have, and in some cases, just a feeling. But their step-grandmother, Jayne McKenzie, says she is sure those kids are not in those woods.
I've observed those kids for 2 years. We went for walks in the woods. I had to practically carry Jack through the woods because there was no way that he was walking through all that tree falls and bushes.
So, assuming they're not.
Daniel here is saying this. Online is going after her, not me anymore. I passed my lie detector test. I told you I don't lie and tell the truth. Now they are hiding, meaning Malaya and her mom, until all this blows over, but I'm not letting it. I'm doing everything I can for these kids. She does no media. I do. Media for Lilly and Jack. Someone needs to speak out. Today, the RCMP It took the RCMP 12 minutes to arrive on site, and Malaya's mom was there a few minutes later. She arrived an hour and 16 minutes. You tell me if that's not strange. I tell the truth, but I can't comment on anything that will harm the investigation. Next one. Homicide detectives came right to me and told me, we know you didn't have any to do anything. I was the one that said, here's my phone and lie detector test. He's always implicating that he knows more and that he's not going to say. He's not going to say. I'm trying to find the one where he talks. He says it in two different texts about him and he tells Malaya, he says, I had to tell Malaya to call the cops. It's unbelievable. I don't know. My mind is fried at this point. And don't want involvement. CBC Ray. Okay. This is where she talks about Cody. And we're going to get to Cody in just a second. She was afraid that she would be there and he would show up. I'm being honest. Someone that says they're being honest, they're not being honest. I know, but Malaya's whole life has been nothing but negative. She found me and she was happy. Okay. I think he's a very jealous person. I really think he's a very jealous, hot-headed person. And for Jayne to say, she's like, I know. She said something about her heart, and Daniel wouldn't do something. Well, nobody knows, right? Nobody knows. The correct answer to say in something like that is that's my child. I couldn't imagine them doing something like that. I would just can't imagine something like that. Right? But nobody knows. Dogs went to the road and lost scent. There's more than meets the eye. Kids were marked absent on 6/17 and 6/18 by Malaya. I have emails from the school to prove that. I'm trying to find that one before we get on with it. But here he says again, my mom was napping and came outside because she heard me yelling that morning for the kids. Well, Jayne, you need to tell Daniel that didn't happen because either you're lying or he is. Malaya was playing on her phone. Mom came out and she said Malaya had a look of worry on her eyes. That mom was home. No tears. She wasn't scared the kids were gone. Just a look of worry that she got caught doing something wrong. Okay. Here it is. Malaya asked me, well, this is one of them. This isn't the one I was looking for, but Malaya asked me when noticed the kids were gone, should I call the police? He says, of course you should call the police. Your fucking kids are missing. That's the one I'm looking for. No, she went outside first and then told you she couldn't find. So she. Okay. Yes, I don't know some things. So she went outside and then told you she couldn't find the kids. No, I ran through the house searching every room and ran outside the back sliding door. It did everything. I did everything so fast. She said they were gone when we were both outside. Guess what? You know, Darlene and I were talking earlier. You know those mother chickens oiled that sliding glass door. It had more baby oil on it than Diddy. Okay? You know it did. That thing was probably rusted and crusted. They done fixed up the place. They done fixed up the damn place. Thank you so much, Kenny. Appreciate you very much. I'm in Nova Scotia. Just want to say, Daniel and Durwood, when you two end up in jail, you clowns better go in DC. Amen, Kenny. Something is very wrong here. Nobody should lie on a 4 and 6 year old. Ever. I agree, Kenny. Thank you, Barb. Welcome to the Pearl family. Really do appreciate you, my friend. Now, welcome, Barb. True Crime Junkie, you wrote that earlier, but I watched the news interview and the patio door was not silent. The bedroom is further away from it than we had thought. Yeah, I mean, generally in the 60s and 60s model and 70s model trailers, they usually have a bedroom on each side of the house. And sometimes there's like the bathroom, and then there's usually like another small bedroom in the middle. It's a 500 square foot trailer. You know, it's not like big. It's really tiny. Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. Appreciate you, darling. Thank you for covering this case so long. I'm those ladies just come to Canada. Thank you, lovies. Appreciate you, Lisa. Yeah, it's a tiny little trailer. And this is the thing. Daniel, because I know you're watching. If you now think Malaya's this horrible human being and that she's going to end up in prison, then why did you say you wanted to, get back with her and all of this? You'll love Malaya and, want to be the same person for her as it was when you first met. Belinda is saying she's fishy now, and we're gonna play it. So, Daniel,
lie detector determined that was a lie. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
That's in the video. They would have heard the kids on the back deck and steps. Yeah. Those kids are loud. Now, listen to this. Yes, Lovey, I'm going to play it. Just 1 second. We got a lot to cover tonight. So just grab your popcorn, get your drink. We got a lot to cover. So, I was thinking about this. I need to pull up my notes here on my phone. Janie says she heard Daniel screaming. Janie, whenever you you say that you heard the children, you hear them playing, your dog barks one time, and silence. Silence. And then you say you kind of doze off conveniently, and a little bit later you hear Daniel screaming for, you think Jack might be in the chickens. In this latest interview, you say he was yelling for Jack and Lilly, but you didn't think nothing of it. You didn't think nothing of it, which I disagree. I think we know the difference in a help type of scream and a parent scolding a child. For the kids to come back in. And so Daniel then would have had to have ran up to the 30 seconds that he ran up, and he said he ran back, and then in his most recent interviews he says Malaya was already on the phone with 911. Daniel says he jumps in his car. You didn't hear the car leave, Janie? Did you not hear the car leave? Because even the CBC says in her interview, a dog that barks at everything. Everything. Notice today in the interview with Janie's dog, that dog doesn't bark. It wasn't barking. It was, I guess, sitting in the windshield or something, but it wasn't barking. Now, Janie also says that she sees Malaya out in the driveway. Yeah, Daphne, I'm going to do a whole live on the dog because something's up right here. Something's up. There was another dog there. Didn't Belinda say she heard a large dog? Yes. So listen to this. Credit goes to, hold on 1 second. Two seconds, y'all. I gotta pull this up here. I want you to listen to Belinda today. Damn, come on. Check this out, y'all. God, it keeps wanting to put Malaya up. I think I've got like 3 different videos here. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, I can do it like this. Okay. Here we go. Listen to this.
Excuse me. I wish I would have written everything down. I had no idea stories were going to change so much that I would have to keep a spreadsheet of
Trigger
what is
warning.
said from day to day. I have forgotten half of the stories that I've heard before. I just know, well, that's a new one.
Which is not funny by no means.
Right.
But it has changed quite many times.
Yes.
She's the only one I believe.
I don't even know what the first story is anymore, to be honest.
Daniel is in the house, but that's okay. Nothing was ever said about a search warrant. And again, Daniel, if you want to stay in chat and you want to correct anything, that's all we've ever wanted. So actually, you know what?
Yes.
Daniel's in chat right now.
Yes.
You know, tell Daniel and Jayne, Malaya, you know, what you're seeking out of just simply
Listen to
having
this.
answers. Just a timeline that makes sense.
I want to know where my grandchildren are. I want to know if somebody hurt them. I want to know if they believe somebody took them. If they believe somebody took them, then outright speak it out. None of these, I can't say about this or I can't say about that. Just speak out what you believe you know. I know when I was talking to Jayne on the phone, I know she told me that it all clicked when she talked to Darren. She said when she talked to Darren, that is when everything clicked. Well, the only thing I've heard from Darren is Malaya took these children and Malaya's got them hidden with the First Nations people.
Who the hell is Darren? Get real, Jayne. You were there. He can't tell you shit. What are you talking about? Guys, I'm sorry if it's too loud. This new microphone, so let me know if it's too loud, if I'm screaming too loud. Why would Malaya have hidden him? Exactly. You were there. Why are you listening to some guy that can't even control his own life? What the hell is going on here? You're believing Durwood because he knows Malaya's family? Because something like that? Because maybe Daniel works with, who is it? What's his name? One of, or your son or something? Yes. You're believing someone who says he knows 1,000% Malaya took the kids. What the hell is wrong with you? I mean, he can't even control his own life. I cannot believe the CBC gave him an interview. Justin, remember Durwood said day one he was going to stir things up. Well, he sure did. He added to the lies. Yeah. And again, why are so many people lying on a 4 and a 6-year-old, other than to keep their ass out of jail. That is obviously the main factor, but in my opinion, why would they do it other than that? Right? It's the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life.
That's the only thing I got from Darren. And
Listen
he
to this.
believes they're alive. So if Jayne believes and everything clicked from talking to Darren, then Jayne must believe the same thing. But I notice now she's not outright speaking this. She was up at 6 and had her tea, while Malaya called the school at 6:18. So where was Malaya when she called the school at 6:18? I asked Jayne, I said,
Listen.
how can Malaya call the school? She would have to go to the driveway because that's what we were told. She was right out at the end of the driveway that first time.
Yes, we were.
And she told me that, well, you can call anywhere on the property because she has Starlinks. So Malaya can call from inside the house, but yet Jayne just stated here that she had to step outside talking to her brother. Well, if she had Starlinks, that whole thing I find confusing. I wish somebody could set me straight on that.
Yes, I find it very confusing too. Very confusing too. Because you've got, this is critical. You've got Jayne saying she hears the kids, silence, then she hears Daniel, doesn't think nothing about it. Okay, then the next thing she goes to is she goes out on her porch and she says Malaya is out in the driveway. Well, how did you get from in your bed to on your porch? Because Daniel's up in the woods or something, because you said you didn't think nothing of it and some time passed and you go back to sleep. So what happened? What got you out on the porch? You don't just telepathically know that to go out on the porch because something's wrong. So what is it? I think that's very, very important because we all heard that Malaya had trouble getting service. She had to go out to the road. She said it. I have heard it since day one. What's going on here? Where's Daniel at this time? Because he's already been screaming for the kids. And obviously, Daniel is not around there at that time. Daniel's not around there. Because Daniel says when mom saw her, she said she looked like she didn't want her to be home or something. And Daniel says he ran up the hill, checked, and came back down. Malaya was on the phone, jumps in his car, and is gone. Yeah, Jayne's using past tense. Something happened right there. And they're not telling us the truth.
when she made that call to the school.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something.
So again,
they were all up at 6.
Daniel, you don't owe us nothing.
All up all night.
Right, for the information, but you can certainly, and I promise, Daniel, if you reach out to Belinda and give her the actual information, I promise you, okay, I am a person of my word, I promise you, I will not post that across the internet. All Belinda and myself as a channel from following this just simply want answers for Jack and Lilly. And if there's a timeline to be said, because you say a lot of things. So if truly, you know, you're here for Jack and Lilly, then be here for the grandmother of Jack and Lilly that needs these answers.
Hold on, listen to this.
Belinda, you can have a conversation and it will not get posted across the
One
internet.
second.
Okay? Or you want to do it.
Listen to this.
Is there anything between yeah, okay, so we know that there was a lot of footage, of course, edited. We get that. But
so Daniel's making the excuse, and I'll show it to you here in just a minute. His excuse, again, there's always fucking excuses with Daniel. He is a sorry excuse, if you ask me. But I digress. Daniel says that there is 5 hours with interview with Mom and Durwood. Between Mom and Darren, there's 5 hours of footage. He also says nothing was ever said about a search warrant. But this is where he pissed me off. And I'm going to get to it in just a second.
Belinda didn't hear that. She didn't hear that stuff. We didn't hear that stuff. That's exactly what the news does. The difference between news, and Daniel knows this, the difference between news and telling your story, kind of like what your mother did in the group chat on voice.
It doesn't matter, Daniel. The facts are the facts, whether they put 15 minutes or 5 hours. They clip what is just not your rambling bullshit, and the time frames and the key details. They're called key details, Daniel. Key details of what really matter. You don't seem to process that, though.
Messaging.
Listen to what
able to hear her voice.
she says here.
Regardless if anyone say it, and she was able to basic months of having because
let me find it. One second.
Cut edit. You can. Something else that came up to your mind as I've been talking.
Well, I know on the conversations into the chat group, his mom went on again about she didn't understand why I didn't go to court to fight for my grandkids because she was in court fighting for hers. And
yes,
I thought about that. It never crossed my mind before I heard her say it. I had a good relationship with Malaya. She brought the kids by for visits. The first 6 months, 6 to 7 months that she was with Daniel and they were staying at Patty's, I was still dropping by to see the kids and she was still talking with me.
Oh, so when Daniel and Malaya were living at Patty's, Belinda was still in the grandkids' lives. But when she moves into that Pandora's box, everything changes. Imagine that. I don't know who Patty is. But imagine that. That's when everything changes. No. like I said, there is one reason, in my opinion, why these children are missing. And it starts with whether or not more than one person is involved. The key factor, Malaya, everyone says, Malaya would never live like that. She was always clean. She would never touch the kids. And the key factor starts with a D and ends with annual. Just like, in my opinion, in Sebastian's case. Starts with the E and ends with the Edgar. Edgar. Starts with the E and ends with the Dugger. That's what it is. It's who you bring around your kids and what you allow them to do to your kids. Telling you what, if I had little ones and got a divorce and got with someone else, you look at my kids. You look at them the wrong way. Done. Seashell. Yep. I've cussed a lot in this case. I certainly have. Because he is the biggest flat out liar. Liar from Liarville is what he is. Listen to this.
Once she moved down to his place, that's when I never saw the kids anymore. So it was almost 2 years. But we still...
And you're right. You're absolutely right. Where was that? Janine. Daniel says he changed. I'll be the same person. I'll be the same person that he was under the waterfall. Well, he's saying he changed there. I said that a long time ago. Something really happened. Oh, it's classic abuser. And then he tried to manipulate her by saying, oh, don't talk about her. I love her. I'll always love her. Please send her this stuff. It's a way he was trying to control. And that's exactly the reason he doesn't like Malaya's mom. Because she interfered with that. She said, get your shit. Let's go. She didn't even take her stuff. Except Daniel says, she took my 2 shirts, and I hope she didn't plant them. I hope they're not found with Jack or Lilly. By the way, Daniel, we're going to be talking about those shirts. What'd you do with them Saturday, Daniel? What did you do with the shirts Saturday, Daniel?
Still communicated for their birthdays and that. I would send money or gifts to Patty's place for them, and she would always text a little thank you to me. That to take her to court to fight to see them, I just figured she needed time with her new family to get things situated. I didn't think I'd have to haul her to court. I don't know anybody that does that, to be honest. I know she has to do it because she's battling CPS right now. But it never once dawned on me to haul Malaya to court to see my grandkids. I assumed I would get this.
Yep. He wore them on day 1 and 2 of searching. And let's just say by the end of day 2, they weren't there anymore. And it wasn't because of Malaya.
Sees them in the end. I just wanted to know they were happy. And some of the pictures that I'd seen her post to note,
listen to this.
They looked to be happy. So I thought, well, you mightn't get to see them, but hey, they're living a good life. Well, I seem to have been very wrong on that one.
This is where Daniel pissed me off. You should be ashamed of yourself, Daniel, of you talking to Belinda like that. Because, trust me, I'll point out a lie from any of you if she was lying. She has not said one lie. She has no reason to. She actually wants her grandkids found. Little Daniel said, oh yeah, did the kids have a good life with Cody? He snapped back at her. Oh yeah, did the kids have a good life with Cody? They weren't missing then. They looked happy and healthy. That shows you he is a jealous prick. Janet, they didn't. They didn't. Nope. He snapped back at Belinda. He's always been jealous of Cody. But he makes it seem like, oh well. Oh well. So there's that. Yeah. That's not nice to say about Sunny. That's not nice to say about her. She's just asking for the truth. Her and I disagree on a lot of things. A lot of things. But she's just trying to find the truth. Like we all try to find the truth. Some of us do it in different ways. Yeah, Vanessa, but I think you probably think it's a lot funnier now because you guys have a relationship that's not so good right now. Right? Let's just be real about it. You know, just say it for what it is. You're mad at her, and so it's funny to you. It is what it is. But I don't think it's funny. Now, if she was being, you know, a lying twat bag, I could understand. But she's just trying to find kids, just like all of us. Trying to bring awareness, just like all of us. Right? So, I don't think that's very cool. And for Daniel to call anyone anything, you have no room to talk, Daniel. You lie on your lies. you are absolutely incapable of telling the truth. It's the truth, Vanessa. It's the truth. Okay. Let me pull this up.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Trigger warning.
You know what? So, Belinda, give a second here. Kent, hold on. I'm going to go to Charmaine. Charmaine had some things that she wanted to say, and if it prompts anything else, Belinda, for you, because obviously it's hard to think sometimes, or think of other
Yeah,
things. That,
and 3 of them are
so we'll go to
family.
Charmaine next, okay?
Mohawk.
Yes.
Thank you, Belinda. That's kind of exactly why
You're fine, Andy. You're fine, Andy. I just wanted to address that.
I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. That's exactly what I've been telling people when they were kind of sticking up for Jayne and why she would say something like that. So, you have no idea what the relationship was like. You have no idea what's in her head. I, for one, wouldn't think to take somebody to court for grandparents' rights. However, Lord love my daughter if she ever
This is
touched me.
Charmaine.
But I mean,
This is Charmaine talking.
It wouldn't even cross my mind. So I said it probably didn't even cross her mind. So thank you for confirming what I suspected.
Listen
your
to what
reasons
she's
were,
about to
because
say right
most
here, guys.
Normal families,
When Belinda
people break
speaks
up all the
next.
time. Most normal families don't jump to court as a grandma thinking, I'm going to have to do this to see my kid, unless there's some kind of a history or background there to make
Listen to
you
this.
think you're never going to see your grandkids again. So I'll just leave that at that.
Like I said, for Lily's birthday, she contacted me and she told me that she was going to bring the kids by for a visit, that she'd be in touch and she'd drop by for a visit with them.
Yeah, so sad.
Daniel makes the excuse that she was afraid of Cody. She never wanted to be around Cody. It wasn't about being around Cody. She comes in here, Shannon. It was not about being around Cody. It was about Belinda seeing her grandkids, which she did for the first several months of you two being together. But that's when you weren't the king of the trailer and you were living with someone else.
And I wanted to kind of passive aggressively, I guess, talk directly to Daniel. I didn't know if you were going to be here or not, but I figured you'd watch a replay, and Jayne too, and anybody else that's involved. When this whole thing started, I think it was about week 2 when I reached out to you to, just show you some support, and you decided to talk to me. And I was compassionate, and I was on your side, and I was supportive.
She's talking to Daniel.
It stayed that way. And the following days after our live,
lean on me. So Malaya didn't take she didn't take the 2 sweaters. She had someone ask Daniel if she could get a stuffed animal each of the kids and their birth certificates. And then that started a big old, oh my God, they're alive and they're probably on a reservation. But no, she didn't take anything. She literally took nothing.
Things on the internet got crazy. People were accusing me of faking that entire conversation. I had messages from somebody called Pictou and a couple others that were Facebook messaging me. And I started to hear from other people that it was you, Daniel, that was spreading it around Facebook that this conversation was fake. So that started to change my opinion because I didn't know what to believe.
You're fine, Peacemaker. Thank you, honey.
You weren't answering me anymore. So I just started paying attention and talking things through with Sunny and with Kent. And I started paying really close attention to the things that you were saying on the news and the things that you were posting in these chats. And I would like to say really quickly here, I think I'm the only creator that's been on YouTube that has been out here asking Daniel to stop talking in these YouTube chat rooms because your screenshots are being taken everywhere and twisted. So in my defense, I've been asking you to stop doing this, but you keep on doing it. And I know, Daniel, that you're not stupid. I do. I know that you're not stupid. And you know that there are things that you said in the beginning that have changed. And I know that you know that. And I'm hoping that you understand that the evolution of my whole opinion is based strictly on the things that you have either said on the news or typed in these group chats. And I think that if you use your voice, sit down with Kent one-on-one, talk to Belinda one-on-one, use your own channel. I'm not asking you to talk to me or Sunny or anybody else that's been bashing you out here, but you use your voice and you go through those inconsistencies and clear them up. That's how fine that balance is for a lot of us with you, Daniel.
No. And I disagree with Charmaine there as well, respectfully. There is no twisting. You don't even have to insinuate. There is no twisting with Daniel's screenshots. They are completely different. From a pink sweater to a Barbie shirt to a cream backpack with strawberries to a white backpack with strawberries to I can't tell you, the police don't want it out, to what was the other one? That's all I can say on that. I mean, there is no twisting his words at all.
Just need to know what actually happened. And if you got confused,
There's no confusion. No confusion. Okay. Now I need...
Excuse me.
1 second.
I wish I would have written
2
everything.
seconds. I forgot to add this. All right. Let me show you. I don't know what order.
After you just hear.
There is one more thing that I did want to bring up.
Can y'all hear that?
I had into the group chat there, that private group chat, when I listened to Jayne and they're sure that I would thank her too.
After you just
Can y'all hear that? Okay.
hear.
There is one more thing that I did want to bring up. I've had into the group chat there, that private group chat, when I listened to Jayne and they're sure that I would thank her too for being their grandmother. And I'd have to say it really struck a chord in me.
Listen.
That
we get it out, girl.
Really, really hard to put into words.
It's okay.
I see Janie's pain. I believe her pain is real. Her world has been tipped over. I see that. I know that. I do not thank her. I'm sorry. I heard this woman actually complain about Lilly and Jack. I heard this woman say that she didn't need pictures of them because they were living there. I heard this woman say that she doesn't know anything that goes on over in that trailer. She minds her own business. Well, I know CPS was investigating. I've been shown pictures of Jack.
Okay, Laura, then don't watch the show and don't listen to anything about Lilly and Jack. Why are you here? Respectfully, why are you here? We can observe that someone is lying to us. Anything else?
With black eyes. There's
Hold
pictures
on. Let me
of
back
him
that
with
up a little bit.
marks on his.
Listen to
there.
this.
I heard this woman say that she doesn't know anything that goes on over in that trailer. She minds her own business. Well, I know CPS was investigating. I've been shown pictures of Jack with black eyes. There's pictures of him with marks on his chin. CPS doesn't come because of learning disabilities. That much I do know. So CPS was there for something else.
Yep. Telling them that CPS was there for learning disabilities. They weren't there for learning disabilities. That wasn't it. She just found him. She just got him the other day. I had heard that is why the teachers, the school stepped in. I don't know. When she's talking about the pool, you can see Daniel about and his girl weird. Really? I missed that. Well, Vanessa, Daniel is the one that has said that there's, whipped him on the arse. Yeah, we'll pull it up. But Paul, is it the one we played today?
So no, I do not think Jayne, I'm sorry, but I don't.
Thank you. I knew about that. I'm glad you spoke up about that. And I want to say it was something to do with a family member, but it wasn't one of those things, and I kind of forgot about it up until you just reminded me now. And I'm so sorry. And you saw pictures?
Yeah, I was shown pictures.
Well, you know what? This is about truth for Jack and Lilly. That's what this is about. It's not sugarcoating anything at all. It's about truth for.
Yep.
Is I heard
hurt people's feelings on purpose.
The sad part is I heard those same words from Darren. When he stated Patty called him because she was worried that Jack was being abused. And Darren stated he didn't want to get involved. That if Malaya reached out because the police wouldn't do anything or she needed to leave, that then he would get involved, but he wasn't getting involved into people's personal lives. It's like, this is a 4-year-old little boy.
That was hard to absorb.
I'm going to show you something in a minute. I noticed.
To be honest, Patty asked Darren to go get Malaya out.
We watched it earlier, but we can watch it again.
Because of the abusive relationship. And he said, basically what happens in the home, I'm not part of it. And you know what? that's one of those things that always strikes a chord with me, because if nobody says anything, imagine that.
Okay, let me just show you the difference. Let me show you the difference in grandmas. Not bio. I don't want to say biological because that doesn't mean anything, but grandma 1. See? Grandma 1, so to speak. Grandma 2. That's all you need to know. That's it. That's all. That's all you need to know. Right there. Yeah, VA. That's all you need to know. You can tell. You can tell the difference. The one that screams at everything and also can't stand it that a child screams and her dog doesn't shut the fuck up about anything. But I can't stand to hear Lilly scream. You're insane, ma'am. You're insane, in my opinion. 1, 2. I saw that, not that. Holy shit. DC, you're funny. You're funny. Thank you, Peacemaker. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you are well. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate you. Melly Me. I don't know if you're still in here, but Melly Me to the office, please. You're being paged. Melly Me to the office, please. You're being paged. We need a late set for Melly Me. And Abigail, thank you so very much, darling. D states that M asked if she should call the police. But in the only interview M did, she said it was her intuition. She said it was her instinct. Yeah. When Janie said Malaya could have left, she got a car in April. Ma'am, did Daniel control when she got the key to the car? So no vehicle before then, but really, they will absolutely do that. Okay, we gotta watch it. We gotta watch it. All right, let's watch Meth Tells New Girlfriend. Let's find it here. He said it's a... Oh, let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk about that for a second. Janie said there was... Hey, PGH. There was a shoe, a boot print. And it had been raining a lot. There's 4 feet on the ground. 4 feet on the ground. Right? You think there's only... Why is there one boot print at every... You know, there's one boot print at the house, and there's one little boot print over near the pipeline. And I was thinking, the whole yard is mud. The whole yard is mud. Let's say the kids walked all the way out to the road. What happens when you are in mud and it's raining or whatever? It's wet and you step on pavement, right? There's prints, right? There's mud tracks. There's mud tracks. It's muddy pavement. You can tell. Yeah. Just like when you see a truck, you know, get off of a road, a muddy road, and then gets on asphalt. Right? You can see, and it kind of, yeah. Who is sharing? All right. Daniel, do you already got her living with you, honey? Hold on, let me make it full screen. Watch, Janie's like poking around the corner right there. Daniel, don't let him see you. Get that hoe in the house. Make her a housewife. Daniel.
I would have heard them yelling, "Come on, Jackie, let's go, Jackie, let's go."
Oh, it's the
I
muddy.
didn't hear anything.
Hold on.
The next thing I heard,
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
right here.
Oh, is that her?
Here. With Meadow on her hip.
Right there? The interview looks scared of Jane. She's trotting around. No, C. Taylor, right here. Right here.
And I come out.
Right here.
Here.
Watch your Daniel's like, Daniel turns her around.
With Meadow on her hip.
Daniel turns her around. Oh, God. I hate hearing you. I do too, Lolo. You know what? She looks like in that. That doesn't, but does anybody really look like their picture? Oh, hold on. Let me look at her hair. I'll tell you.
Right here. With Meadow.
Oh, it's so hard to see. I can't see. I don't know. I don't want to make a call on that. I'll have to look at her. I'll have to pull up her stuff. Is that Dirtwood? Yes. No, she's not an old. This is not an older lady. I assure you that.
And I come out.
She's not an older lady.
And I said, "What's up?" She said, "Jack and Lilly are missing." I said, "How long?" She said, "About 20 minutes."
All right, let's watch it all.
This is the patio door
that Jack and Lilly would have.
that Jack and Lilly came out of.
So it's the morning of May 2nd. Take me through what happened.
Okay, I was up at 6 o'clock, sat in there and had my tea. And then on Facebook, 7 o'clock, I get up, come over here,
They
fed
fixed
my
up the
chickens.
place. So much.
My brother, Ron, called me at 8:48.
1 second.
My brother, Ron, called me at 8:48.
It's not wanting to work. She says that Jack would let out. I mean, I just don't
My
get it.
brother, Ron, called me at 8:48 and asked me if I wanted to go to town with him. And I said,
What did I got to go back and listen to what she says. What she says about 6 o'clock.
no. I said, I'm staying home. I said, I'm going back to bed. Okay, I went and I laid down. Next thing you know,
No, that
the
was a
dog
chicken.
started barking, and the kids were out in the yard. Now, you can see there's 2 swings where the kids play. My bedroom is right there. I heard the kids. This is where the kids' swings are. This is where they always played.
And so that's where
I heard them. And I can hear everything in that trailer. If 2 kids get out of a fence, and Jack and Lilly are all the time yelling, especially Lilly, come on, Jackie, let's go, Jackie, let's go, Jackie. It's all I hear out here. When the kids get out of the fence and come out through here, I would have heard them yelling, come on, Jackie, let's go, Jackie, let's go. I didn't hear anything. The next thing I heard is I heard Daniel yelling. He was yelling for Jack and Lilly. I didn't get up because I thought he was yelling for Jack and Lilly in the house. So the next thing you know, I came out of the trailer after I heard Daniel, about, I'd say, 10 minutes after I heard him, I come out of the trailer. I opened up the door, was standing here. Malaya was standing.
And this is what I want to know right here. Why? How did Jayne? Because we can listen to that, the voice clips that she does. She says she doesn't hear Daniel. She's consistent in both interviews about that. And the next thing she goes, she's out on the porch and she says Malaya's out there. Yeah. Yeah. She says Malaya's out there. How did she end up on the porch? Who told her to go out onto the porch? Daniel's not there. How did she get out there? How did she see Malaya? Lorraine, thank you so much, my dear. Welcome to the Pearl family. Really do appreciate you, my dear. May I say pearls look amazing on you. Really do appreciate you, love. Thank you so very much. Yeah, welcome, Lorraine, to the Pearl family. Watch her.
Right here, with Meadow on her hip. And I come out and I said, what's up?
Now listen to this.
She said, Jack and Lilly are missing. I said, how long? She said, about 20 minutes. I closed the door, got my boots on, came out here, ran up in the woods. Just right up here.
Listen.
The kids have a little fort that they made out of sticks and fir branches. And that's where they go. You can see them and hear them. We went for walks in the woods. I had to practically carry Jack through the woods because there was no way that he was walking through all that tree falls and bushes. I did this whole area. There's an old road up back When I got up to the end, to the top of the hill, I met Daniel. And I said to him, I said, did you find them? He said, no. He said, you coming with me? I said, no. I said, I'm going to search this area.
What? Daniel did go to the cabins. But now she's saying that she goes to the back road. She goes to the back road and she meets Daniel. Well, I thought his ass was parked in a fucking car by this time. I really think he does, young economist. I really do. Yeah. Bad, bad, bad. So what So what Daniel is saying is he woke his mom up screaming. Right? He woke his mom up screaming and she came out on the porch. She said she didn't go out there.
Lie detector determined that was a lie. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
How you doing? Yes, Jayne says she dozed off. Dozed off. Well, the cabins aren't cabins. It's a bunch of logs that are basically a brush fire that they call cabins. Yeah, the cabins are the kids' forts, aka brush fires. It's not much more than that, to be quite honest with you. But is a cabin close by. We need to look at okay. So this is like I'll show it to you in a minute, from Google Earth. I don't know, monkey. Jayne says Malaya tells her that the kids are missing, but Daniel says he told Jayne the kids were missing, so who did? I checked it, but the trees almost block everything. On the trail? I know.
Because when she told me the kids were missing, you automatically think they went into the woods. That was my first instinct. So I went up and I did.
Now, my question is, why would that be your first instinct? Why would that be your first instinct whenever you say Jack would not go over top? She is contradicting everything. Everything. You said Jack wouldn't go over the woods. You had to carry him. You would have heard him. Come on, Jackie. Come on. Come on.
This whole area, this whole wooded area, right up to the top of the dirt road, came back down here and came back down the side of the road, came back down here and came back up the same spot. I went back into the house. By the time the cops were here, I don't know exactly what time. I didn't take my phone. The cops were here. There was a bench sitting here, or a sawhorse, it's over there, was sitting here. I was sitting on it, bawling my eyes out. I was crying because I blame myself.
Just more lies.
For not getting up that morning to see the kids.
She gets emotional here.
Because if I would have got up, this wouldn't have never happened.
She gets emotional here every time. She gets emotional here every time. And I've wondered I was thinking earlier, there was a big dog there. There had to have been a big dog here. Belinda said earlier that when she saw, because you see the dog in this recording, A, it's not barking, and B, she did not want the RCMP in there the first day. Belinda says, she says it again, verbatim almost, as she said it before. She said, they said they'll have to come back with the search warrant. She said they didn't check it while I was there, and I was there all day. Notice how she's getting the only real thing that I see or that shows any sort of compassion towards is especially her dog. Right, especially her dog. Her dog barks, or a dog she had there barked at everything. She bitches at everything, it sounds like. And Daniel apparently does all the above. But she doesn't like it that a 5-year-old is loud.
Happen. Okay? That's why I was crying.
We've heard a lot about the patio door.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's go see that.
Sure.
So this is the patio
This is the patio door
that Jack and Lilly would have
that Jack and Lilly came out of.
Okay. And so tell us why we've heard about the patio door.
Because everybody's saying on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok that the patio door makes a noise, and why they didn't hear the door open. The bedroom is back there. Okay?
Listen, you know they greased that door up. They cleaned everything else up. They had more WD-40 on that thing. Telling you. The only thing Daniel lubricated that morning was his exit strategy. Daniel.
That far window.
The last window is the bedroom.
Hey, Daniel.
And so they would have come out.
The door didn't creak, but the timeline sure does. I'll tell you that.
This door.
They would have come out this door.
That morning.
Yes.
And then they went and played on the swing set.
Yes.
And that's when you heard them.
That's when I heard them. Right here in this area here. I plan on putting a pool up this year for the kids. You need level ground for a pool. That's what I was doing. I was leveling out the ground to set up the pool.
And this is the Thursday.
This is Thursday.
Right.
Friday.
Yeah, exactly. Daniel oiled up the door so well, even logic had slipped out of the house undetected.
All the investigators, search and rescue and everything, right around here was where they found the only footprint.
This is where the boot.
This is where I was raking that night. That's where the boot print was found, in the mud where I was raking.
I thought there was two.
Yes, in the rain. And you know what else? What happened to the pothole theory of putting rocks in the driveway? What happened to that? Hold on, I'm getting something. 1 second. What? Okay. Yeah, Daphne, the question is, can you because it's our kids' school board. Okay. So this kind of helps solve a little answer here. Let me pop it up. Bear with me 1 second as I pop this up. Okay. Daphne, you might help me explain this a little bit. Where I was raking evidence away, allegedly. Is your kid's school board because it's our kid's school board, and apparently Jack and Lily's school board is no email after call, only get email after using the app. So one second here. The fuck is this? You cannot believe this son of a... Oh my God. Kids were not seen at the mall. Her brother Ron called at 8:48 a.m. with a call lasting just under 3 minutes. Malaya did not use my phone that morning. RCMP were called before 10 a.m. and took 12 minutes to arrive on scene. Please do more in-depth research before posting, please. Maybe you should stop your fucking lying, Daniel. They were not seen at the mall. Kids, her brother Ron. Malaya did not use my phone that morning. RCMP. Hold on 1 second. Huh. So this confirms Malaya used Daniel's phone to call kids out of school. Yep. That confirms it right there. Because we've got the guy who is local saying that no email after a call. You only get an email after using the app. which makes sense. So remember when all of us thought Daniel said Malaya used his phone? Yes. He told me no. But this confirms he was lying. Like, why lie about that? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Had said that she saw Daniel's phone with timestamps of kids being called out. Maybe Daniel did call them out. You know what? If they just told the fucking truth one time, would be nice. Would be real nice. That's all they have to do, man. Like, that's all they have to do. No mention of her other son. I hope not. I hope not, man. ATV tracks covered up? I don't know, but she said she was filling in potholes. Now she was getting a pool ready. It's crazy, man. Hold on.
Break a little gravel out of the bank to level it out for a swimming pool. The footprint was found right where I was leveling the ground out for the swimming pool. An investigator came and measured the little footprint to see if it was Jack or Lily's. That's the only footprint that was found.
One footprint found. One freaking footprint found. And it's raining. Spreading out gravel conveniently. They said they heard the kids in the morning, but what if that was a lie? What if they got... It's very possible, Maria. We've talked about that. It's very possible that they could have... Something could have happened, after they got home. Anytime during the morning, anytime before midnight or after midnight. No, you don't put rock under a swimming pool. But I think she said to be fair, I think she was saying she was trying to get the rock out. I understand, True Crime Junkie.
So, Friday morning, I get up at 6 o'clock, had my cigarettes and my cup of tea, went out at 7 o'clock and fed my chickens, came back in,
You need to start
went
vaping.
on Temu. 9:48, my brother called me. Maybe it is easier for me to talk on this because I don't have to wait for your questions. Okay, here's the thing about Okay, to save everybody trouble, here is what happened at the end of my driveway. The altercation. My brother, me and Justin were out on the four-wheeler. We were up at the pipeline. We were coming out at the road called the Matheson Road. Malaya called me on my phone. She called me at 3:32. I didn't answer because we were talking to a lady on her four-wheeler with a child. Then she called me back at 5:39. I answered the phone. She told me to get back here to the trailer. I said, "What's up?" She said, "I can't tell you over the phone." So I came back here. Me and Justin came back here to the trailer. Malaya was standing on the edge of the driveway, crying her eyes out. I went up and I put my arms around her and said, please don't tell me that they found the kids dead. Haley started shooting off about something. And then I think it was Shelby. I'm not 100% sure. She started shooting off. I ordered them off my property. The police or the RCMP came and asked me what was going on, if there was a fight. I said there was no fight. I just ordered them off my property. He took me aside. He has it all video cammed. He took me aside and asked me what happened. I said, Malaya, exactly the same thing. Malaya called me. I came back here to the trailer. I thought the kids were dead. Then Haley and this other girl, I think it was Shelby, I can't be 100% right, started shooting off. I told him to get off my property. He asked me what the altercation was about. I said I didn't know. I didn't listen to them. I wasn't fighting with anybody. I told him that the most important thing was to find Lilly and Jack. He agreed with me. I did not order Malaya off the property. She was more than welcome to stay here. Her grandmother was even here, and her grandmother was going to stay the night. And I said, that is fine. Cindy is more than welcome to stay here. So I did not order Malaya off the property. What went on after they left, after the police left, and after they went to this briefing, I do not know what happened. I stayed here. I stayed here, and me and Justin went back out on the bike. So
y'all were Daniel told me the day we talked that Malaya left a message around 6 in the morning on May 2nd to the school switchboard to say they wouldn't be at school. You lying SOB, Daniel. Satan couldn't trust you. Seriously. I can't zoom in any. Well, hold on. Let me see if I can do it like this. You wonder, Daniel. You wonder why people don't trust you. Daniel told me that day we talked that Malaya left a message around 6 in the morning on May 2nd to the school board to say they wouldn't be in school. No, Daniel told him that. I don't know. Guys, I gotta end it. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted from this right now. I just need a minute because Daniel's. I just want to. He is. Deborah, Justin just played it. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Yeah, I just need to regroup. Yes. I'm telling you, between Remy pulling out my hair and Daniel and Jayne and her dog's losing her hair. It's the only thing Jayne cares about. Yeah, I'm going to go decompress a little bit. Oh, we need a chicken party. Yes, we need a chicken party. That'll make me feel better. We got to have a chicken party. All right.
Katie! Christopher! Katie! Oh, Katie! Christopher!
And it
to
was
Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot.
Yes,
Mr. Proudfoot, what happened?
Daniel.
Lie detector determined that was a lie. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Get up off me. I said that's enough. Let my goddamn titty go. You act like you starving, Monquita. Now I said that's enough.
You act like you're
You wanna bite
starving,
me?
Monquita.
Okay. That's how I feel. Now get up off me. Got these people recording me act like I don't feed your ass. And look at your damn daddy just sitting there. You need to come get your damn daughter. She get this shit from you. Now let my damn titty go. You didn't eat. Let it go. Because at this rate, I'm not gonna care if Monkey Protective Services come get your ass. Now let them go. You didn't eat and you acting like you starving. Okay, we won't listen. We won't listen. Who is that? Oh, I thought I heard something. Now get your... Okay, let me just turn my ass around. Now, didn't I tell you to let my shit go? Now, I'm not about to keep playing with you in front of these people. I'm trying... Okay. Let me see who looking. Okay, hey.
Girl, how I look? Like a damn fool.
Oh. Suck it now.
Oh.
Suck it now.
Lord, kumbaya.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? I found him! Bobby, this is the guy I was talking to you about. I have these...
Nigel, where are you, Nigel?
Bobby, come
Nigel,
over
what
here!
I tell you about running off all the dang on...
got
Oh my
brakes
God!
this time! I found him! Great!
Oh, and he's got...
Oh, man! Oh, when everybody hears about this, they're going to be so
Oh, he's got
proud,
grapes!
and then I'm going to tell
this
Mom
is
and
great!
Dad.
Nigel,
and
you
then
really
I'm gonna
outdone
tell
yourself!
Sister
Hey,
and
guys!
Alan
Hey,
and
check
everybody
it
else
out!
at school
This is
and
great!
Yeah, me smell cocoa butter cheese. Yeah, right there. Give me a kiss. Damn, you got to be an Instagram model or something. Here, put this shit on your gram right here. There you go. Yeah, give me a kiss. Don't move. This one going on the wall in my trailer.
A bullshit? A bullshit?
Oh my God! Look at Chris.
Gerald Daugherty wants to watch the videotape.
Is that Chris?
Oh.
Suck it now.
Oh.
Suck it now.
Not possible because that area is not visible in the footage. My ass.
Right here I am. My name's Edgar. Edgar Amos. At large.
They can shut their chicken tone, chicken bone, Google Chrome, no home flip phone, disown ice cream cone, garden gnome, student loan, full-blown Indiana Jones, overgrown Flintstone, X and Y chromosome, Fred Zone, Sylvester Stallone, AutoZone, professionally seen silver Patron, head the fuck up, okay?
Hold on, honey. Yes. Thank you all so much for joining. Really do appreciate you. You guys are amazing. I plan on it, Enoch. I plan on it. Thank you, Belinda. Thank you so much, honey. Appreciate you very much. Yeah. It's exhausting. It's exhausting sometimes. Sorting out lies and lies and lies and lies. But it's what we do for these babies. Sandy, are you got my number right? Do I text you back? Because sometimes you say check it, and I don't know if it's you or not. Just say it's Sandy, so I can put you in my phone if you don't mind, baby. All right. Thank you, guys. I just keep thinking about the poor kids and Jayne, who doesn't have a nurturing bone in her body. Yeah. Yep, I'm going to get some Roxy. Yeah. Here's Jayne. Come over here. Grandma's gonna rock you to sleep, honey. We love You love Grandma. The dog's not getting down off my lap. It's not getting down. No. I said it's not getting down. Fine, you get down, kid. I don't care if you're mine or not. Cruella 2.0. I would run for the yes. Yeah, see if y'all I need to upload the Daniel chicken. We need to there's probably not a Malaya chicken out there, but I could probably make one. And we need a Jayne chicken. But she needs to have in her beak, she needs to have 2 cigarettes like this. I do too. Jack and Lilly. It's sad. I know she does, Joe. And that helps me sleep good at night, actually. It does. Go fund me for some bras. It's what it is. Send it to me. Jayne. All right, guys. Good night, everyone. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you guys on the next one.